Now at 6, an antique plane crashes, killing 2 people one day before a popular Oregon air show.
A restaurant worker killed just taking out the crash, and now police are on the lookout for a hit-and-run driver.
And we're looking at a potentially wet weekend ahead. Chief Meteorologist Natasha Stenbach is here with your forecast. KOIN 6 News at 6 o'clock starts now.
Live, you're watching KOIN 6 News at 6. Watching out for you.
This is KOIN 6 News at 6 o'clock. I'm Jennifer Hoff.
And I'm Jeff Gianola. Welcome to our new home. This is the new KOIN 6 News set, and we have that commitment to always bring you news clearly with all the facts, and this will help us do that in a much better manner. Welcome, everyone.
We're so excited for this, aren't we?
This is just great.
It looks really great. We're excited to show it off more to everybody, and we will do that. But tonight we want to begin with some breaking news. A man armed with a gun who confronted his landlord at the Hogan Woods apartment in Gresham is now in custody.
Let's switch to our Valina Jones. She's in Gresham now with the latest. And Valina, what can you tell us?
Well, Jeff and Jennifer, as you said, that man is in custody tonight. Traffic is reopened and everyone is back in their apartments. Police tell me this all happened in the apartment complex right behind me. That man living in the unit where you see that tan shade right there. Gresham police tell me this started when a resident here at the Hogan Wood Apartments threatened the apartment manager with a gun. Police say the man was upset about high rent at the complex. After that altercation, he went back to his apartment, where police tell me he started a fire in his bathroom. I spoke to a neighbor who lives across the hallway, and they say they saw smoke coming from that man's unit.
I noticed a lot of smoke going past my apartment, and so I came out to see what was going on. The gentleman was standing in his doorway. There was a lot of smoke pouring out.
That fire spread to his bedroom, according to police, but did not affect any other units. The area of Northeast Hogan and 20th was closed while investigators tried to get a handle on both the fire and get the suspect into custody. Now, everyone who lives in this apartment complex, again, is safe and back inside of their homes. That happened about an hour and a half ago. We are still working to learn more about this suspect, and we're hoping to learn more by tomorrow, including the identity of that man, and of course when we learn more we will send that to you. Reporting live in Gresham, Valina Jones, KOIN 6 News.
All right, Valina, thank you. Now to a developing story out of Vancouver. Right now, police on the lookout for a driver in a deadly hit and run. This happened at a strip mall on Southwest Chocolate Drive, right off I-205.
Let's switch to our Lisa Balick, who's been covering this story all day and is live for us. What can you tell us, Lisa?
Yeah, I want you to take a look. This is the area where you see those pink lines where the woman was hit. She was closing up at a local business here when suddenly that truck came from the back of the building, seemingly out of nowhere.
Very sad and very heartbreaking for them and their family.
On a usually busy Friday, this Vietnamese restaurant is closed for business after one of its workers was killed just before closing time last night. She was outside the family business just after 8:30, taking trash around to the backside to a dumpster.
She came around the building. This truck came out of the back alley and came around that blind corner back there and hit her, and then he stopped, backed up, and then took off.
Vancouver police say the woman died at the hospital. Police went door to door in the strip mall and found more than one business that had surveillance video. Pictures that show what they say is the hit-and-run suspect and his vehicle. Vancouver police are now looking for this vehicle, a 2001 full-size Dodge Ram pickup, dark green, and it has an Oregon license plate, 705 JSE, and front-end damage. Business owners here say no one should have been driving behind the stores, especially at night.
We get a lot of transients in this back alley, a lot of drug deals, a lot of things like that, a lot of people who shouldn't be back there. So it sounds to me like somebody was back there who shouldn't have been.
Vancouver police hope to hear from you if you've seen this dark green Dodge Ram truck, again with Oregon plates, 705 JSE.
Now, we did check records and found that the last known address was an address in Eastern Oregon for that vehicle. Again, though, police say they need your help here, Vancouver police. If you see this truck anywhere in the area, let them know. Live in Vancouver, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
Lisa, thank you. Okay, the weekend is here, And along with the weekend comes a big change in the weather. Here's Natasha to tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, it is noticeably cooler, about 10 degrees cooler here in the valley where we have some sunshine, but not everybody is being dealt that nice vitamin D out there. In fact, you go to the port of Kalama right now, it's 67 degrees, mostly cloudy there, wind out of the northwest at about 6 miles per hour. Now, as we take a look at our satellite and radar imagery, it's been a pretty active day for thunderstorms, mostly from the Cascades out to the east. Another chance of that again tomorrow afternoon, and we're talking about rain in the forecast as well. Zooming in a little bit closer, right around Mount Adams, that's where we're seeing some lightning strikes here just in the last 15 minutes. Otherwise, everything looking nice and calm until we get to tomorrow, and then we bring in more rain into the picture. Your temperatures only topping off in the low 70s tomorrow. A chance of thunderstorms mostly from the foothills to the Cascades and out to eastern Oregon. And for game day Sunday, Seahawks, we are expecting rain, yes, even in Seattle. More details on that in your 7-day forecast coming up.
Thanks, Natasha. Happening now, investigators are trying to determine what brought down a plane at the Ken Jernstedt Airfield near Hood River out in the gorge. Tonight, 2 people are dead. Jennifer Dowling has more from Hood River County.
The plane crash in the field behind me in that grassy area that's taped off right there with the post. Guests here say this is a really somber start to what's a very fun weekend typically in Hood River.
Very unfortunate to see that happen. And
it was a tragic day for those arriving for this weekend's Hood River fly-in. Some watched in horror as 2 of their own plunged to the ground in this now mangled aircraft right after takeoff.
There's a lot of people here, and this is a pretty tight-knit community, and so it's a pretty tragic time for them.
Deputy Joel Ives says this airplane, also known as a Super Cub, likely did a field takeoff from the grass. Witnesses reported hearing sputtering. Then the plane turned 90 to 100 degrees and did a nosedive.
Maybe about 100 feet or so off the ground, the plane started to sputter a little bit, the engine, and then it just nosed to the right and came in at a really steep angle.
Ives says 56-year-old Matthew Titus of Turlock, California, and 55-year-old Ben Davidson of Hood River died at the scene. The FAA issued a brief statement saying it was a Piper PA-18 aircraft that crashed just after departure from runway 25 under unknown circumstances.
that's a Piper Cub, I believe, and they fly slow, land slow. Very popular airplane nowadays. They're from the 40s.
The fly-in is organized by WAM, the Western Antique Aeroplane and Automobile Museum. It calls itself a living museum containing working antique planes that can be flown. Deputy Ives says that the plane was potentially associated with the museum. We're still waiting to learn more from WAM.
I believe it was one of the antique planes. It has the U.S. Army insignia on the side, and I believe it was one of the local planes associated with the museum.
I put a call into WAM but did not hear back. As of this evening, Deputy Ives says there's typically about 1 plane crash a year here at this small airport, but he says typically people walk away. It's rare to have a fatality. In Hood River, Jennifer Dowling, KOIN 6 News.
Thanks, Jen. 2 people were also found dead in a Vancouver home. Police say the public, though, is not in any danger tonight. The man and the woman were discovered inside that home on Mount Olympus Avenue last night. Police have not said what happened, and we're still working to learn that as well. A medical examiner will help determine exactly how they died.
We just, would like to know exactly what happened.
We're going beyond the headlines tonight, talking to the friend of a woman who was killed in a hit and run in Hillsborough. Now, after an 8-month investigation, 77-year-old driver of that car, Patricia Clayton, was arrested this week, then released on bail. Amy Frazier met with the victim's friend who says she wants the truth about what happened.
Tonight, she tells me she's relieved there's an arrest, but she also has a lot of questions.
Why would you leave her there?
Rachel Lewis Brooks says she just doesn't understand it. This was her roommate, 38-year-old Marjorie Averill, on a first date just before she was hit and killed crossing the street in Hillsborough in January. That same night, tips to police led investigators to the hit-and-run van. But police say it took months of investigating to confirm 77-year-old Patricia Clayton of North Plains was behind the wheel.
She had 6 kids in the car, all under the age of 9.
Police say Clayton just kept driving after hitting Averill and her date as they walked across Cornell Road in an unmarked crosswalk. He was okay, but Averill could not be saved. The driver is now charged with hit and run. Friends of the victim say they're surprised there aren't more charges.
Because she died.
So we asked Hillsborough Police about that.
In order for this to become a case of criminal negligent homicide or a manslaughter, there has to be an element of recklessness or criminal negligence. In this case, the driving behavior that was observed at the time that this incident occurred didn't rise to that level.
That was just her personality.
Rachel says she'll continue to follow the case. There's also something she wants the driver to know.
You know, just that we're praying for her. We don't wish punishment or harm on anyone. We just, would like to know exactly what happened.
The driver is scheduled to face a judge on September 17th. Reporting in Hillsborough, Amy Frazier, KOIN 6 News.
Also tonight, University of Oregon researchers have made a breakthrough on stomach cancer treatment with bleach being at the center of the discovery. They found a bacteria specific to stomach cancer actually can sense the bleach. The bacteria seeks it out and actually survives on high concentrations and doesn't die. And this is important because the immune system uses bleach to fight infection. Researchers believe the discovery could lead to new therapies that will disrupt the bacteria's ability to sense the bleach. Stomach cancer kills 728,000 people every year all across the world.
Still to come, an early trick and treat for these kids. Coming up, the surprise gift they received that's kicked playtime into a whole new gear.
Yeah, I'd say. And when they're not fighting fires, they're waist deep in mud, saving a life. The horse rescue with a happy ending tonight.
From playing days?
It's from a basketball tournament.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, a few months ago.
Got you.
I just got off the crutches.
Oh, really? What did you do?
I twisted further.
Mic check testing 1, 2, 3. Mic check testing 3.5 away. 3.5.
about that? A lot of oohs and ahs from dozens of first and second graders at Reedville Elementary. They saw mountain biking legend Jeff Lanoski do a few tricks, and then the kids got the big surprise. Look, they all got free bicycles. They were put together by volunteers last night at Craft Poorhouse in Beaverton. The generous gift is thanks to Canned Aid, an organization that gives kids tools to play outdoors.
Being able to go into a school and give somebody their first bike where they might not be able to afford it and give them the opportunity to fall in love with bike riding the way I did is something I feel super passionate about.
Canned Aid has given away 3,000 bikes to underserved children nationwide.
It is time for the Coin 6 Blitz, that time of year, and tonight we have a big game at Parkrose High School.
No, I'm so excited. Our Travis Tyke is there live with a story that transcends, though, what is happening on the field. Right, Travis?
Yeah, Jennifer, there's no doubt, because this day could have been a much more somber one. Back on May 17th, a shooter came in with a shotgun, or I should say a potential shooter came in with a shotgun to the Fine Arts building here at Parkrose High School. Just a few short steps really from the football field, and the head football coach Keenan Lowe tackling that gunman and stopping what could have been a big tragedy. Joining me now is the assistant coach Doug Brenner. He also played with Keenan Lowe down at the University of Oregon for a number of years. And Doug, we were just talking about this before the cameras went on. This is just Keenan's personality. He's a guy who puts others first, and you were just saying it makes him a great head coach.
Exactly. Keenan's the man. It's part of the reason why I wanted to come and coach with him. I wasn't surprised when I heard that he had stopped the shooting. He's just that kind of guy. I played with him in high school and I played with him in college, and now I'm coaching with him, and that's just how he is, who he is.
What about that moment and maybe the life lessons he's learned even from that has he taken and applied as a head coach here this season?
Yeah, it's definitely something that he talks about to the team a lot. I think something he says a lot is he was just lucky he was in the right place at the right time. But yeah, I mean, we definitely stress it to our kids all the time, and you never know when it's going to be your last shot playing football, when it's going to be your last snap. So always give it your all, leave it all out on the field.
Doug, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
Okay, that's Travis out there. You can see Travis and the gang for the Coin 6 Blitz later tonight during our 11 o'clock newscast.
And not a bad night for football out there, right?
Pretty good night for that, yeah, absolutely. Now, if you go up to Cowlitz County along I-5, heading up to Grandma's house, at least that's where we go for Grandma's house.
That's where Grandma's house is
That's
for
where
you.
Grandma's house is. It is cloudy and it is cool up there right now. Temperatures are about 8 degrees cooler that direction. Also at the coast, another cool and cloudy place, Seaside 62. Wind is calm at the coast. That's right. Everything kind of nice and mellow now. This weekend, though, we are talking about rain and thunderstorms for some. A nice view through the gorge. This is from Skamania looking out towards the east. It's 79 degrees right now in Hood River. Wind coming from the west at about 15 miles per hour. Now, noticing out there in the distance, you see some cloud tops. These tops up to nearly 30,000 feet. So some isolated thunderstorms as you get closer to Trout Lake. I'm going to show you here on radar in just a second. There we go. There it is. A couple more lightning strikes popping up too. This is not going to continue much longer as we lose some of that daytime heating. Tomorrow, though, a different story where our mountain areas could see thunderstorms popping up once again. So looking at a loop of the last 6 hours, a few clouds at the coast. Most of that begin to kind of part ways here in the valley, with a few exceptions, that being out towards Longview and Astoria all the way down to Cannon Beach. So how warm was it today in Portland? We got up to 81, average temperature being 78. Would you believe the record high for this day was 97, and that was in 1958. So, of course, we are not anywhere near breaking any records. In fact, our temperatures are going to be below normal as we get through this weekend. Right now, we're at 74 in Portland, 77 Salem, 64 Tillamook, and 85 the Dalles. So there's your thunderstorm potential highlighted in green. You can see basically it goes from the western slopes of the Cascades all the way out to eastern Oregon and up through Washington as well. Again, this is for tomorrow afternoon. Now let's look at our next chance to see some rain here in the valley. Overnight, mostly cloudy. And then we start to see some of those sprinkles develop in the middle of the day to the late afternoon, about 5, 6 o'clock. And as we roll on through those late evening hours and early morning Sunday, now that rain becomes a little bit more noticeable. Now this is something that we could actually measure. Also noticing out towards eastern Oregon. There's your thunderstorms, even Sunday morning. That's going to be moving on out as we get through Sunday afternoon. But still, more rain on the way for us on Sunday. Here's the middle of the day, your lunch hour. If you're heading up to Seattle, expect the rain to be on and off throughout the day. Maybe you're checking out the Seahawks, or maybe you're going to stay home and watch us. And that would be definitely recommended. Through Monday, mostly rainy day for us, possibly leading into Tuesday as well. So coastal temperatures tomorrow, kind of similar to what we're dealing with today. Maybe a few degrees warmer, 65 for you Seaside. Inland Valley temperatures only getting into the low 70s. We'll even have some upper 60s for you Corvallis through Salem, Kelso up to 74. Central Oregon temperatures tomorrow, low 80s, so still warm out that direction. 85 Burns, 89 Pendleton. We'll get up to nearly 90 degrees. The Dalles Government Camp holding on to 69. So here's your 7-day forecast. Take a look at this. Pretty rainy and cool. We're going to see some mid to upper 60s here, something we haven't seen in a very long time. And warm up time, possibly next Thursday, closer to 80 by then.
We said this earlier. This really starts to look like early fall right now when you look at the 7-day.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when the warm up she just mentioned is only 79.
Yeah.
Right.
So thanks, Natasha.
Sure.
We'll be right back, everybody. A horse is safe tonight after being rescued from a mud pit in Newburgh. Magic the horse was trapped late this morning just off Chehalem Drive.
Now, firefighters dug out the mud. They used straps and a winch to pull Magic free, and a veterinarian checked her vital signs. The crew kept Magic calm, lying on her side as the vehicle-mounted winch pulled her upward. And so the good news is she's doing great.
Yeah.
Hey, we started our newscast by welcoming you into our new home, the new KOIN 6 News Studio, and this is a very important part of it. This is the living room set where we can sit down and have interviews with guests that stop by, and this really has a homey feel,
I was going to say, this is the home right here.
And wait till I put my bowling trophies up there on the mantle.
Oh man,
that will really be the final touch to this beautiful set here.
I think the boss already said no to
Yeah,
that.
I think they already threw them in the trash can.
We're still trying to collect some cutesy, tchotchkes and things up there. So it's coming along for sure.
Meanwhile, we'll warm ourselves by the fire. Yes, we do have a fire here too.
Yeah.
You might want to stoke a fire this weekend because it's going to be cool. I mean, chilly temperatures by our standards.
Yeah.
Upper 60s for us Sunday and Monday.
All right. We want everyone to have a great weekend. We'll be back at 11 o'clock tonight. Don't forget the KOIN 6 News Blitz coming up. And there's that great fireplace Natasha was
Friday
talking
football.
about.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Take